right, hopefully some viewers will come in, but welcome everyone. I set up the live stream and I double checked the setting on YouTube that it was horizontal, and when I hit go live it went live vertical, and you can't change it once you start your live stream. They need to add the feature where you can switch. I hate the vertical. Anyway, we're going to be doing a live stream today of some updates with the fires, which are still raging. I'm parked right outside of where I live, and I can show you. Here's some viewers coming in. That's towards Highland, and you can see, I don't know how well that picks up on camera, but there's a big fire raging right over there. So we're going to take a drive over there, but first we're going to drive over. There was a structure fire yesterday. If you didn't watch my live stream yesterday, I woke up, I went outside to walk the dog, I looked up and the big black smoke column was coming up very close to where I live, and I was like, oh my God. So I jumped in my car and raced over there and got some great footage of a church. Apparently it's a church that burned. They have multiple ladder trucks and everything putting it out. And when I first pulled up, I thought it was an apartment building. I was like, oh my God, how tragic. But it's a church. Hopefully nobody was in it. But we're going to drive over there. It should be out today. We're going to drive over there and check out the damage. It's a loss, obviously. It burned to the ground, basically. But we're going to check that out. And then we're going to head back over. Someone gave me a tip towards the airport. By the Amazon facilities, there's a good view of the fires over there. And I think it's a streetwalker right behind me. Right there. She looks like one anyway. That's our plans today. And then, depending on what we see, we might head back towards Highland. There are updates today in regards to evacuations. Good news if you live in Highland. They've downgraded some of the evacuation areas. Are we still live? All right, along Highland Boulevard, new evacuation orders. Closer on this side to San Bernardino. So when we drive down Highland, there's a shopping center on the left just before. Okay, I'm having connection problems here. The chat here. Now in the city, San Bernardino, yes. The line fire is technically still in Highland, but I was trying to say I'm having connection problems that keeps cutting out, but let me head down here towards 9th Street. There's new evacuation areas on Highland Boulevard in Highland just before the 3:30 because the mountain areas are very close. But new evacuation orders closer to San Bernardino. But a lot of the homeowners, the evacuation order areas for a lot of the residential areas have been downgraded to evacuation warnings. I think they still have some streets closed and things. So high winds today. Let me show you a view. You can see the sky. That is not clouds. That is not overcast. That is smoke. It is very windy today. So they're expecting a lot of flare-ups with the fires. It's going to make things worse. They're trying to prevent the fires from spreading. I think it's over 25,000 acres now. But it's moving towards Big Bear. All of Big Bear is now under evacuation warning. And if you're not familiar with Big Bear, that is a mountain community recreation area. It's a big lake. People go up there to go camping and water activities. There's cabins. And there's now 65,000. Wow, why does it keep cutting out? I think there's 65,000 structures now threatened, including all of Big Bear, and all of Lake Arrowhead is also an evacuation warning. And all of Running Springs is evacuation orders. If you're in Running Springs, you should be out of there. And what else? Weather today is about 101. Windy. Not too windy at the moment here, but there in some mountain areas there are red flag warnings, which is the worst possible conditions for fires. Very dry, gusty winds. And that just spreads the wildfire very unpredictably. So, oh, there's a classic car behind me. I used to have that car when I was a kid. So we just turned on 9th Street, and up here on F is this where the structure was that burned, and we're going to check out the damage. So this is San Bernardino. This is 9th Street. 9th Street westbound. And we're going to come up here to F Street. Blue skies in this direction. Behind me, it is smoky. Lots of smoke. They've got a warning until 11 from yesterday through 11 o'clock tonight. They're saying stay indoors, run your air conditioner, wear a mask if you're outdoors because there's a lot of smoke particles in the air, and it's going to make a lot of health complications, even for healthy people. Okay, we're coming up to it here. D Street, 2 more blocks. Here's E. And they had the road closed from here yesterday, from this corner, for this block up here, as they were battling the structure fire, which is a church. And looks like hopefully they saved all the homes, and so they're getting a good handle on it when I left. It's currently 100 degrees. So this structure fire is not related to the line fire. It's an isolated fire. They don't know the, wow, look at it. Look, it's completely destroyed. It is destroyed. They've got a, wow, how unfortunate. Completely destroyed. Oh my God. Look at that, burned right to the ground. And they've got an excavator out there to probably, I think I can park right here. Wow, that is sad. I can park right here in front of it. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to close that. Very sad. Old building. Do I have my keys? Okay. Wow, that is horrible. Completely destroyed. You can see they have, they probably have that tractor out there. What do you call that? Is that an excavator? but probably tearing this stuff down because it's structurally unsafe. But you can see the fire on yesterday's live stream. It smells like, you know, that smell after you set off fireworks. That's what it smells like. And you can see right next to it is this house. Appears to be undamaged. Those fire did spread behind it over on that side. But hopefully this house wasn't affected here. Bars on the window and the house number spray painted on the side. Anyway, I'll withhold my comments on that. But this was a church. Don't know what started it. I did see arson investigators out. I wonder what that bottle is. It's sad to see something like that. The homeless are on a mission to burn down all the historic buildings that are left in San Bernardino. Damn shame. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that was the reason or what started the fire, but it's definitely a possibility. And if you look in the distance, you can also see that is the line fire out there burning. 5% contained, but I would not be surprised if it was caused by homeless. I did see arson investigators interviewing people yesterday. See hand railings here. For the stairs that go up to out. Switch because it'll zoom out. There we go. Oh, he's got a flat tire on that trailer. Is that a small air conditioning unit right there? Maybe that was the cause of it. Who knows? It could be electrical problem. These are very old buildings. I'm just going to switch because I can't get the zoom all the way back out. There's a bigger electrical air conditioner. But I'm sure they had this tractor out here tearing all this down because it was structurally unsafe. They don't want it falling on people. And this appears to be homeless people stuff. Look. This very well could look a shopping cart. Look at this. This very well could be homeless. Started by homeless. This was definitely an encampment right here. And I was kind of going on a rant yesterday about homeless people, and this is why they destroy our cities, they destroy our parks, and not enough is being done about it. Look at the destruction. And I would say it with this evidence here, it's very likely that this was caused by a homeless encampment. And look at the destruction. These people destroy our cities, destroy our country. So very sad to see. So this is San Bernardino, corner of 9th and F Street. And we got great footage of my live stream yesterday of this fire as they had ladder trucks. Very sad. Just looks like look at that. Looks like they imploded the building or something. Mangled rebar and handrails and just piles of just rubble and burnt. Everything's burned to the ground. All right, let's move on. As you can see in the distance here, just past this destruction, there's more destruction going on in the mountains. That is the line fire, still burning, 5% contained only, moving towards Big Bear. They're very, by the way, the Jackmobile, I ran it through the car wash last night. It was just so caked in ash. I couldn't hardly see out of the windows anymore, so I did one of those drive-through car washes. It's still filthy on the inside, but I just had to drive it through one of those car washes. We're checking it out, some of the locals. Okay. Sad to see that. Brought water today. I didn't have water yesterday. I ran over here in such a hurry. All right, we're gonna head down towards, I got a tip yesterday about there's a guy behind me. All right, he's just stopping to look. 3rd Street near the airport. Apparently there's a good vantage point of the line fire over there. So we're gonna head that direction. As you can see behind me, it's blue skies. Ahead of me, smoke. Smoke, fire. 101 degrees. So welcome everyone. If you're just tuning in, I've been doing daily updates, mostly for me because I'm just keeping an eye. I live very close to these areas, and I'm just getting, just evaluating my situation, keeping a close eye on what's going on. Evacuation orders have moved closer to where I live in Highland. This is in California, San Bernardino. Right now I'm on E Street, heading southbound. I'm heading towards 3rd Street. We're going to head Morton's Peak, burned down. I'm not sure where Morton's Peak is specifically. I don't know. But we're heading down. I got a tip yesterday that there's good views of the line fire from 3rd Street near the airport and the Amazon facilities. Amazon has big warehouses down here by the airport. So I'm going to drive by there and see what we can see. And then after that, we might head back towards Highland and drive around again. I'm not sure what we'll see, but I'm interested to see on Highland, there's a shopping center that we drive by on this side of the 330 on this, towards San Bernardino, and that is now under evacuation orders. So I want to drive down there. And that's a new evacuation area. And all of Big Bear and Lake Arrowhead is under an evacuation warning. And that's tens of thousands of people are affected by that. And I think there's evacuation centers in, they moved the one in Highland over to Fontana, and there's another one in Victorville. So if you're in Big Bear, don't come towards Southern California. Go towards Victorville, because that's where all the fires are burning. This is downtown San Bernardino right here. This is where the courthouses and everything are. Oh, I missed 3rd. Here's 2nd. We're going to put left here. Maybe I have to get past downtown to get to 3rd. Yeah, today's update, I saw it's over, I think it surpassed 26,000 acres, and it stretches all the way from here in Highland, very close to San Bernardino. You can see the fire just up ahead there, all the way up to Big Bear, or it's approaching Big Bear, and Lake Arrowhead, which is I think west of Big Bear. It's another lake. So a huge area affecting everywhere from here all the way up into the mountains. 26,000 acres. Speaking of Arrowhead, this is Arrowhead Avenue I'm crossing. Here's all more homeless people. Don't burn down any more buildings. This is, what's the name of the park? This is the downtown. There's a beautiful gazebo right in the middle of this park. And they've built walls around using their tarps. They've built walls surrounding this gazebo. Nobody can use that park if you're not homeless. They just ruin our communities. And that church probably, from the looks of it, strong possibility that was caused by a homeless encampment. That's just so sad. They just destroy our communities. That's why I don't like them so much. Street comes to an end here. And hopefully 3rd Street will pick up. Yeah, there's 3rd. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. There's another fire on my fires playlist from several years ago now, but it was a brush fire that I happened upon, and I got there before even the fire crews. But yeah, they said it was a homeless encampment that started it. This tractor's headed to. Yeah, this is a pretty good view from here on 3rd Street. Look at this. Look at this. I don't see flames at the moment, but lots of smoke coming out of those mountains right there. Going past this tractor here. Oh, look at this place. Looks like they might be out of business. I bet you that was good food right there. Crappy looking building. You can tell it's been there forever. Phil's Char-Boil Hamburger Pastrami Steak Sandwiches. Does that sound good or what? Look at that crappy building though. I wonder if there's... Yeah, it's all boarded up. They're long out of business. I see firefighting planes. I saw that. That's an international plane. Where are they from? Australia, I think. They're flying in firefighting aircraft from around the world to battle this fire here, including from Australia. It's one of the world's largest firefighting aircraft, and they flew in from Australia to drop water on this fire here. And I see him. It looks like the same aircraft. Welcome, everyone. I'm not getting chat updates. So at some point I'll pull over and zoom in on... Oh, wow. That is right there. Up ahead is the San Bernardino Airport, which is mostly a cargo airport. They do have one airline, Breeze Airlines, that only flies to 2 places. I wish we had more airlines here in San Bernardino. But maybe not enough people fly out of here. But it's mostly cargo. So there's a major Amazon hub here. And Amazon does a lot of, one of their central hubs is here. National Guard deploying, I'll read that in a minute. Yeah, they've deployed National Guard to help fight the fires, but also to prevent people from breaking into abandoned, not abandoned, but the evacuated houses and stuff. They don't want people, squatters and things going into people's homes that are supposed to be evacuated. So they're helping with that. They're also helping actually fight the fires. They're helping with the road closures. All right, let me see what that says. National Guard deploying 4 Blackhawks. Yeah, that's awesome. 2 C-130s. We have a lot of smoke in the high desert. Yeah. Yeah, 3rd Street along the airport. I'm looking for the Amazon facility. The airport terminal's just on my right. We just passed the terminal. For the Amazon facility, then hopefully there's a place to pull over. That truck is from Tennessee. People used to encourage me to be a truck driver, believing that there's, that's a high-paying job, which I guess it can be, but a lot of these truck drivers you don't just drive for a company. Here's the Amazon facility. But you have to be owner-operators, which means you're footing the expense of the truck. You have to buy the truck, pay for your own fuel and insurance. So it's probably not as lucrative as it might seem. This is the Amazon facility just outside. Look at the huge size of this warehouse. This is outside of San Bernardino Airport. One of their major hubs, Amazon. So I'm looking for a place to pull over. There are signs here that say no stopping. So I don't want to get a ticket. Not that they give traffic tickets around here, rarely. The DNPD, I call them, the Do Nothing Police Department. I believe the homeless started this fire. The line fire, it's possible. It did start, maybe not the homeless. It started in a nice housing area, which is an upper middle class area up here, where there's not too many homeless in Highland. It's possible there are homeless in the area, but they don't know how it started, but it probably is human caused, at least, because it did start over here in Highland, near the housing areas. All right, I'm trying to find a place where I can pull over. Well, we can get closer though, so let's keep going. I don't see flames yet, but there's a lot of smoke you can see up ahead. And at some point we'll head up towards Highland as well, because I want to see where that shopping center is. It's now under evacuation orders. There's a Walmart. It is getting worse, yes. They have it 5% contained, but their main concern now is it's heading eastbound. The fire, it's spreading east towards Big Bear. And there's a whole 35, I want to say it's about 35,000 people live in Big Bear. And that's all under evacuation warning now. And they're trying to, there's red flag warnings, not in this exact area, but in some of the mountain communities. And the fire just spreads like crazy in those windy conditions, so they're trying to prevent it from getting to Big Bear. But all of that is under, that entire area, all of Big Bear is under evacuation warnings now. So that's a new development today. There's also new evacuation orders here in Highland. But other areas have been downgraded from evacuation orders to evacuation warnings. All right, here's an area where I can pull over. I don't see flames from this location. for a place to pull over here. A guy just passed illegally and speeding too. Yeah, it's been like this since Thursday last week. Hey Traveljack, have you seen the purported start area of the fire? It's supposed to be alongside Baseline, that's correct. Baseline Road and Applin Street, that's right, that's where it started. And where KTLA 5 or local reported the start. You can see the burn. I have not been to that exact area, no. But I've been down Baseline, just I don't know where Applin Street is, but I've been down Baseline. That's how I got up into those housing areas the last couple of days. Begin just about street level. Could have been a tossed cigarette, an idling vehicle, kids. Yeah, illegal fireworks are a big thing around here. Looks like hell on earth. The flames are on the other side of the perimeter going towards Big Bear. That's right, but there are big fires just right there. You can see the smoke coming right there. So there are fires right there. It's just on the other side of the ridge where you can't see the flames from here. It doesn't look that bad where you are at. Well, if you see this, all this up in the sky, that's not clouds, that's smoke. The signal I just crossed through, if you went north on Palm, there's Jenny's Diner. Pretty good fare and not pricey. Good to know, thanks. Jenny's Diner. As a matter of fact, you're in my neighborhood. Good, oh cool. Yeah, I don't bring my glasses with me. They're reading glasses, so it makes everything past about 3 or 4 feet blurry. So, and I'm driving, so I don't wear reading glasses while I'm driving. At night, yeah, in areas you can see the fire. There's a little bit of orange glow last night. I'm going to keep going down further and see where this leads. Yeah, just on the other side of this ridge in front of me, there's fire going. And this turns into, this is Church, this turns into, what road is this? It's merging onto, I don't know what road this is. Is this Baseline? There's the 210 East. So if this is the 210, I must be heading north. Okay, I'm on Green Spot Road. I have no idea where that is, but we're gonna keep going straight and see where this leads to. I don't think any of this up here is evacuated, but I'm sure there's road closures up in this direction. I'm in third times. Yeah, I'm on green spot now. Is Victorville bringing two? I don't know what that means. Victorville is one of the evacuation centers is in Victorville. So if you need to evacuate out of Running Springs, you're probably headed toward, or Big Bear, you're probably headed towards Victorville. If you're on this side of the fire, there's an evacuation center in Fontana. It used to be in Highland, but they moved it to Fontana because the fires are still approaching kind of areas of Highland. So they decided to move the evacuation center further away in Fontana. And if you have pets, you can take them to, if you're affected and you have pets, the Devore Animal Shelter is accepting pets for evacuees, large and small pets. So if you have any pets you need to take to an animal shelter and you're evacuating, go to the Devore Animal Shelter. That area along Green Spot Road where the evacuation zone was declared was just downgraded to warning level. That's correct. So residents can return. Saw it on San Bernardino Sheriff's Twitter. Yeah, a lot of the housing areas where I've been driving around last couple days, yeah, downgraded to evacuation warning. I think they still do have many of those roads closed unless you're a resident. But that's good news. That's good progress. But closer on Highland, there's new evacuation orders on Highland Avenue and north of Highland Avenue, which gets into some housing areas. But there's a shopping center where there's a Walmart before the 330 that's closed toward Big Bear. But the block or two before the 330 on Highland Avenue, there's a shopping center, and north of there, new evacuation orders in Highland. Speed too fast. I think the speed limit's 45 here. I'm going 45. People are speeding here. There's that firefighting aircraft on my left. Wow, look at this view here. Holy moly. It's currently 101. I'm going to see if I can pull over for views here somewhere. It says no parking. Wow. There are shopping centers just on my left here. Allowed to pull over here? Is it legal? Might get some great views just up ahead. It says no parking. I don't know if that means I can't stop here. Okay, I'm gonna pull over right here. Wow, there's some flames. There's some flames. Okay, look at this. As far as it'll zoom in, just at the top of that ridge, right in the center of the frame. I don't know if it comes up on camera. There are flames up there. If I pan to the left, there's a flare up right there. Can't see the flames, but you can see the smoke for sure. You can see how mountainous that is and covered in trees. Yeah, that hillside is burned, correct. And oh, look at this. If I pan to the left, see how it's red? That's fire retardant. So airplanes will come and drop that red stuff. That's fire retardant. And they did that to protect these homes down here. So it's possible that these hills were backfires to prevent the fire from getting to the homes here. And you can see they put fire retardant up there. So they probably lit backfires here and dropped the fire retardant so the fires don't spread more back into the mountains there. Yeah, not windy at the moment here. But this afternoon and into tonight, there's forecasts of high winds. So they're expecting a tough time out there. But I was saying back, you can see how mountainous it is, full of trees, and it's just so hard to get in there and battle these fires. And it continues. It's all in front of me here. I don't see those flames anymore, but there are flames on that ridge. Prayers go out to the firefighters. Yeah. Only 3 have been injured. Not life-threatening, I don't think, but 3 firefighters have been injured. Hopefully, a lot of times it's smoke inhalation. But I read that there's, over 1,600 personnel now fighting this thing. And they're bringing in more from all around the world. There's aircraft from Australia. They brought in the world's largest firefighting aircraft from Australia and from multiple states all over the country. They're coming in to fight this fire, which is over 26,000 acres. Oh, I'm missing it. Look on the, you can see some of the red stuff. They're dropping the red stuff over there. I don't know if it shows up on camera. The fire retardant. That was cool. It's 100 degrees today. They're saying all of this smoke cover, it's acting almost like overcast, where it's the actual smoke is cooling down the temperatures underneath. It's still hot, but it's 100 right now. But it would be a lot hotter without the smoke cover. But thankfully, starting tomorrow, it's going to start cooling down. It's forecast about 90 tomorrow, and then down into the 80s for a few days. And then next week, it's supposed to be in the 70s. I'm looking forward to that. And all these hills on my immediate left have been burned. That's all been burned. So that's really going to help out with these fires, the cooler weather. So 112 viewers, welcome everyone. And we're driving around seeing what we can see here. And I might, does this head up into the hills? don't know where this goes to. I would imagine if this goes into the hills, this is going to be closed at some point. But probably do a U-turn. Come on, phone. My mount failed. Cal Fire reports around 2,100 personnel now. That's some driving. I'm not sure if this heads up into the hills or what. I don't know where this goes. Oh, look at this old train trestle up here. You know where I think this goes? I think this goes towards, oh look, there's National Guard right there. Give them a wave. National Guard on scene. All right. I think this goes down towards, oh, what's the name of that city? Doesn't go into the bridge, into the hills. Very scenic drive, this road. I've been down this road before. But this heads south towards like San Diego, but it goes by some casinos and stuff. So my next opportunity, I'm going to do a U-turn and we'll head back towards Highland. I want to get up onto Highland Avenue. Yeah, there's a city, they do a big St. Patrick's Day thing every year. The parking lot do this big St. Patty's thing. Really cool. And they set up these ramps, and these motorcycle guys do flips and stuff off of these ramps. I forget the name of the city. But that's where this road heads to. Well, this is all smoke in front of us here. This is not overcast or clouds. This is all smoke. Menatone, yeah, that's all under evacuation, I think. Hello, thanks for tuning in. And if you feel a desire, super chats are open. If you want to support the cause. Minotone Redlands. I'm just looking for a little place to do a U-turn here. We'll head back towards Highland. I think there's a spot here on the right. I'm gonna Oh yeah, on this bridge here. It's not a legal U-turn, but I'm gonna do it. See just in front of us all the smoke in the hills there. Let's see if I can adjust my camera to the right. Sorry for my mount is going to be in the way a little bit. No, let me just hold it here. See all that smoke right in front of us. Okay, the plan is to head up to Highland where the new evacuation areas are. I don't think there's a reason to drive back up into those housing areas because they've reopened those. Still under evacuation warning. You can really see the smoke line up in the sky. Look at that. That's crazy looking. It's a clear day otherwise if it wasn't for that smoke. That is kind of weird looking, isn't it? There's a fire cruise here. $5 a bag, fresh avocados. So I'm going to head back towards this way. We're going to head up to Highland Avenue where that Walmart is. That's that shopping center, and everything north of it's under evacuation orders. And look off in the distance on the right, that is the airport fire in Orange County, which has also exploded. And that, what cities are those affecting? Trabuco Canyon. That is the airport fire over there. And there's another one called the Bridge Fire. I'm probably getting them all confused. There's all these fires, but multiple fires just exploding everywhere. And I don't like these single lane roads. There's a dam right in front of us. I don't know what dam that is. I'll bet you a lot of the getting water from that water source right ahead of it. That's probably where they're picking up water. Oh my gosh. Repave the roads. Driving me crazy now, the name of that city where I went for St. Patrick's Day one year. It's quite a bit of a drive from here, but it was fun. I remember it was a hot day that day, even in March. Let's pull over and look at this bridge. Look at this. This is neat. I don't know if it's probably not an active rail line anymore. Looks like it's you can walk across. Maybe it's for a hiking trail or something. Maybe that's a walking path. All right. I'll bet you it used to be a rail line though. drive on this road. Some farms out here. Saw a couple flames off in the distance. Check out my stream from Saturday if you want to see a lot of fire action when it first really erupted on Saturday. Think of it. That day in Highland. And really great shots of the helicopters dropping water and the planes, the firefighters, and then Sunday's live stream, I went up into those housing areas, nearly got struck by lightning. Uploaded that video. Very close call with lightning. Yeah, that fire off in the distance, I think that's the Orange County fire way over there. There's another one near Claremont towards LA. Almost looks like a cloudy day, but that's none of that is clouds. That's smoke. It's all smoke. It would be a sunny day if it wasn't for these fires. Chabuco fire is getting gnarly, yeah. All of them are. They're all spreading like wildfire. This is where how that expression came to be. Last summer it was... Sorry guys, I'm driving. Hard to read while I'm driving, guys. Where am I going? Is that the question? I'm heading back towards Highland. I was following this. I didn't know where this road went. This was 3rd Street that turned into... I forgot the name of it. But I just followed it along because it's going towards the hills. And we've got a few views of the hills and the smoke. But this road doesn't go into the hills. So I'm backtracking to Highland. I'm going to head up towards Highland Avenue where there's new evacuation orders. This was 3rd Street that goes along San Bernardino Airport near the Amazon facilities. Green Spot's the road. Green Spot Road is where I'm at. Heading towards San Bernardino Airport. I don't know if this is Highland. I guess this is still Highland or San Bernardino. I'm not sure what city this is. There's a shopping center right here. Village at East Highlands. So we're going to backtrack this way towards the airport. We'll go north to Highland and then backtrack up by the hillsides to where the new evacuation areas are. I'm anticipating they're going to have the roads closed right there, but we'll see. So the last couple days, you could drive right past there, past the on-ramps to the 330. The 330 North was closed. But now, before a couple blocks, even before you get to the 330, that's all evacuation area now. If you get to the Highlands Walmart, that's where I'm headed. Head east on Highlands to Orchard. That turns to Arroyo Vista, then take a short dirt road. I'm thinking they have that all closed because that Walmart is an evacuation ordered area now. Yeah, there's a couple of fires. There's the airport fire and the bridge fire. Yeah, we'll find out when we get there if the overpass is closed. It wasn't yesterday, but that is now an evacuation ordered area, a new one. So, but I'm heading towards that Walmart. What's after Walmart? There's housing, and they've had that road closed, Highland Road closed. So I've been heading down to Baseline, going around Highland via Baseline and getting up into the housing that way. But all that housing is now reopened, so I'm not sure that there's going to be much to see there. Okay, this is, looks like they're going to build something here. Shopping center or something. Exit only. Oh, that's a new Costco going in? That's cool. Yeah, that's the Walmart I'm going to. It's off of Highland, right by the 330. That's where I'm headed. I could have taken the 210, but I'm going to turn north in a minute. So I don't think that helps me. Okay, left is third. That's where the third merges on. So we're going to keep to the right here on 5th Street. And we're going to turn north. Palm Avenue. You know what? I think this goes through to Highland. Oh, there's a Farmer Boys. was a great burger the other day. I don't know if this goes to Highland or not, but we'll find out. Weather, it's still 40, 40, what am I saying? It's still 100 degrees. That's about 40 Celsius. Not too windy. I saw that they're expecting high winds today, but I haven't seen it yet. It's going to be 5 o'clock soon. Usually this is when it's windy, but not yet. Here's baseline. I'm in a southern area of Highland already, correct. I'm headed towards Highland. Take a right by Stater Brothers. Yeah, I like 40 better too. I'm a winter person. I hate summer. Summer nights aren't bad though. It's a real shame. If you've been watching from the beginning of the stream, there was a structure fire yesterday. A church caught fire. I got down there and got a live stream the fire. They had several ladder trucks out there. Big fire, and just sad to see it. It went by again at the beginning of the stream and just burned to the ground. It's just a pile of rubble now. Looking at it, it looks like there was a homeless encampment there, and that was most likely the cause of the fire. Can't say that for sure. But there were arson investigators on site yesterday, so we took a look at the rubble of that fire, and then we headed out. And off to my right, they are dropping water. Fires are still burning up in the hills here in Highland, and we're just seeing what we can see. Church on the right, almost looks like a European style, something you'd see in Germany or Switzerland or something. More of an American architecture, boxy looking. But the Highland Congregational Church. This must be Highland right here. And there's those fires just in front of us. Just up here, did we pass it? Or we passed the 330? Or is it up ahead? Oh, I see flames from here. There are flames. Let's see what we can see up here. This is why they evacuated up here. I think starting right about here is the evacuation ordered area on the left. This whole shopping center on the left is supposed to be evacuated. I see, it looks like the businesses are open and everything. This is supposed to be evacuation orders. This is supposed to be evacuated right here. This whole shopping center on the left. Looks like they're open for business. But you can see there are flames right over that ridge. Zoom out. Yeah, you would think, especially corporate businesses and things, you would think they would close down for the safety of the employees and everything. Maybe they are closed, and I just see a lot of cars over here, and it just looks like they're open, but I don't know. I see security patrolling over here. I don't know, maybe the Walmart is closed. Maybe it's closed here. I just see a lot of cars parked over here. I see a car in the Burger King drive-thru right there. Maybe they're closed though. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, there's someone with a bag of groceries or something. So yeah, some of these businesses are open. It's supposed to be evacuated here. If I was an employee, I'd be speaking up to the management, like I'm leaving. I'm evacuating. This is an ordered evacuation area. There are a lot less people than what there probably would normally be. I think some of these businesses are closed, but not all of them. Oh, here's a sight I love to see. Fall is approaching. Look at the leaves. Yes. Fall is approaching. Yep, straight ahead is the 330, which is closed northbound. Everyone's watching the fire from here, yeah. It's a good place to see it from. Can't see the flames from this parking lot, but just before I pulled in here, I saw flames. Try Highland Orchard. Is that straight ahead in this direction? Highland's been closed up here for days, so I'm not sure. I'm surprised that it's open to the shopping center. I thought it would be all closed down because this is supposed to be evacuated here. According to the map I saw today, everything from this block, and I think the block behind it, north towards the hills in this direction, is ordered to be evacuated, including this shopping center. But it appears that at least some of it is open. This homeless person not evacuating. Evacuate the homeless people. So it'll be interesting to see if they still have Highland up here closed, because they've reopened a lot of the housing up here. But there's still a fire very close to these housing up here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they downgrade the warning back down to an order again for these houses up here, because there's a fire right there. So you said Orchard? Oh, they still have it closed. It's still closed up here. I can't get past. This is the 330 on my left, which is closed, but I can't get past here. I can go back down to Baseline and try to get back up in there. That's how I've been doing it. But yeah, that's been closed for days right there. A couple days ago, you were able to turn right and get around that closure through the housing areas, the residential streets, but I can't get there yesterday or today. So I've been going down to Baseline, and I've been able to go around it that way. So let's try that again. But yeah, they've got it closed. On the right is the 330. That goes to Big Bear, closed. And Big Bear under evacuation warnings. All of Big Bear. From here all the way to Big Bear. Welcome, viewers. Yeah, Saturday, this was not closed, Highland. I got right up in there and got some amazing shots of the fire. And I was actually captured on a couple of news. ABC 7 was interviewing one of the homeowners who was watering down his home and his trees and bushes. And I noticed a guy with a big camera, and I was like, I wonder who that is. And that was ABC 7. Also, someone tipped me off the SB Sun, local San Bernardino news outlet, had photos there too, and I was one of the bystanders in the background. You can see me when I was live streaming on the SB Sun, so I found that photo. Trabuco Canyon has a fire. 17,000 acres for Trabuco Canyon. Oh my God. Wrightwood under evacuation, yeah. Anything north of here is pretty much any residential areas are pretty much evacuated, or at least under a warning. Has anyone heard if the flames reach structures in Running Springs? Before I left home, I looked at the report. There's a lot of structures, 65,000 plus structures threatened, 0 structures destroyed or damaged. So far, no structures have been, as of this morning's update. That's the latest information that I have. So we're going to take this down to Baseline. I don't know if I'll get any better views of this fire over here, but we'll give it a shot. If I can get in there. I guess I would qualify as media. I should get a hat or a shirt or something that says media on it, and I think they'll let you into evacuation areas if you're media. I think I qualify for media. It's part of the First Amendment. Freedom of press. Seems like more of northeast to southeast spread. Yeah, it's spreading up towards into the mountains to Big Bear. Towards Big Bear. And they're trying to prevent it from getting to Big Bear. That's their big concern right now. But there's still a lot of flare-ups here around Highland. And there looks like a lot of the residential areas have been downgraded from evacuation orders to evacuation warnings. But you can see just ahead of us here, still a lot of flare-ups, big fires, plenty to be concerned about. If you're in the Highland area, Running Spring, that's probably heading up towards, I don't know where Running Springs is exactly, but that's all under evacuation orders for all of Running Springs. So that might be where that fire is. You can see a lot of that red coloring in the mountains up here. That's fire retardant. Is that still politically correct to say fire retardant? Or is that politically incorrect these days? Because it's the R word, you know? Is that woke ideology? I can't keep up with what you're supposed to say and what you're not supposed to say these days. I'm old school. Oak Garden, is that this community here? I don't know, the speed limit is at 45. Let's see how close we can get to this fire over here. This is how I bypass that Highland closure. You go back down here on Baseline, back into these streets, and you can get up into the residential areas up here. Yeah, these are very nice. I had no idea that there were nice houses back up here until I drove back up here. Multi-million-dollar houses up here. So bear with me. There is some internet spotty issues with the internet through these housing areas. So hang in there. Fire retardant, you like that one, huh? When I was a kid, the reason I say that, when I was a kid and you called someone a retard, not even in a derogatory way, but that was the medically correct description of that person, someone who has special needs. You could say they're a retard, and it wasn't offensive. That was just what they are. They're a retard. Now it's people use the word retard in a derogatory way, and it became it's not a nice thing to say anymore. When you call someone a retard, even if you don't mean it in a derogatory way, you're not supposed to say the word anymore. But so now when you say something out of shape, I'm like, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. It's what they are. They're mentally retarded. That used to be a medically accurate description that doctors would put your condition. So now you can't say retard anymore without people jumping all down your throat. So So how far does it go these days with the fire retardation, the fire retardant? Is that, are you not supposed to say that anymore? You know, how far does it go? So, without people getting all bent out of shape. So it's funny, but it's kind of a sad state of society today. All right, this is not a good view of what's going on, so let's turn around here. So earlier today, there's a resident who lives in my apartment complex with special needs, and I still be very aware of not to say it out loud. Oh, there's the retard. I don't mean it in a derogatory way, but I'm just old school, and you know, that's a special needs person. So there is a fire. So I'm in Highland. These houses, I think they've downgraded them to evacuation warnings. Like, I think they might need to do evacuation orders again, because that fire is very close over there. Highland Ranch. I don't know if I can get closer to that. Can I go right here? I think that's a dead end. Pleasant View Road. And I forget what street exactly, but I was almost struck by lightning on Sunday on one of these streets up here. You can see this whole area up here has been burned. There's what agency is that? There's a fire truck. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Just trying to get a view. There are fires kind of behind me, but there are still, by the way, there's the sun. That's the sun right there. But there are still fires close by, so I'm wondering if they're gonna close these housing areas again. I don't much of a good view of that fire from here. Is this where I was? Yeah, I keep ending up on this street right here. This is where I was almost struck by lightning up here on Sunday. I keep ending up here. So I was standing right here on this little pavement area, and a bolt of lightning struck right over on the hillside right here. I'll show you where it struck. Just on the other side of this house. And I was standing right here. And that video is on my channel if you want to go watch that. Let me show you where I believe the lightning struck. I can't say for sure where it struck, but I believe it struck. Let me find the spot. There it is. I believe this is the spot where the lightning struck, right there. Your buddy lives on this street? Cool. Nice houses up here. I can hear the helicopters off in the distance dropping the water. All right. Let me catch up on these chats. Funniest thing you heard all week. Nice houses. That is in harm's way. Well, these houses are still under evacuation warnings, but and the roads are still closed unless you're a resident. Is it politically correct to say fire retardant because it's the R word? Well, I don't know. It could be. I'm sure someone out there will get all bent out of shape. When I was growing up, it didn't even apply to people. Yeah. We used to say the government was retarded. Well, that's what I mean. They use the R word as in a derogatory way, and that's why it's not okay to say it anymore. School bull. Yeah. I still hear some people say it in my age group. I'm in Highland, California, up in the houses that were previously under evacuation orders. It's still an evacuation warning area. Yeah, if the wind changes, the fires are still close enough that they can reestablish the evacuation order here. Yeah, it's not windy. They thought it was going to be windy today, but at least here, I can't speak for what's going on in the mountains behind me, but right here it's not windy. Choke on your coffee. Sent you a video from this cul-de-sac. I'm in San Bernardino, just a mile or two down the road here, just down Highland. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the chats. Can't see a whole lot from here. So we might head back down to Highland, and I don't think I can get too close to that fire, but we'll check it out. I think that's the best views we're going to get today of that. I'm sure there's ways around to get, if I wanted to get way up into the mountains, where like they're doing news reports and stuff, but that's quite a lengthy drive up into the mountains from here, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just getting, I'm evaluating what's going on in my area where I live, and a lot of people stayed in Yucca Valley. And I noticed they did put out new evacuation areas, orders, in that shopping area. And this is Highland, I think, and you'll see I'll drive right past where they have that police station. You can go around on Baseline and just go around the street closure up here. Drive. Menatone, am I saying that right? Menatone? I know that is an area of concern. One of the fires is very close to there. So just keep your eyes on the news reports and evacuation warnings and stuff. I think that is close to one of the evacuation areas. Right, this is Church Street. They've got that closed. Surrounded by 3 big ass fires. Yeah, not all super close together, but yeah, if you go out, I think it's towards Claremont, There's a fire there. And then in Orange County, in Trabuco Canyon, there's a fire there. And they are quickly growing to very large sizes, rivaling the line fire, 20,000 acres. So I don't see a whole lot of fire and smoke activity in this area. But behind me on the other side of the ridge, we're still live. It's spotty internet here, so hang in there. We're coming here. And this is all closed. We're supposed to be closed. There's ways around, but this road here's an evacuation warning area. You can see police and fire are stationed on the roads at strategic points to try to prevent people from getting in here. But as you can see, you can, if you know where to go, you can get around it. Looks like the American Legion's having a meeting today. A lot of cars parked there, even though it's an evacuation area. It's a warning area. It's not an order. So if you're a resident, you can go. Oh, National Guard is stationed here today. National Guard. There they go. That's the National Guard. The checkpoint. And this is the 330 freeway. Ramp closed. 330 right here, closed. That goes to Big Bear. And to the right here, this is the shopping center we were just at a little bit ago. This is the new evacuation ordered area. But as you can see, the road's open. Businesses are open. I think they should all be closed if it's an evacuation area. But this street to this block and the block up further ahead is everything to the north of here is supposed to, including the shopping center, is supposed to be evacuated. But obviously they're not enforcing that. It looks like some of the MRAPs, what does that mean? Military... I don't know what that stands for. I know what an MRE is. Comment below if you know what an MRE is. Put it in the chat. What's an MRE? Yeah, this block here, the shopping center, and I think the block past it and everything north of it towards the hills is a new evacuation area. Meal ready to eat, you got it. MRE. I like MRE. A lot of people don't like them, but I like them. They're, if you don't know what those are, that's packaged dehydrated food for military personnel when they're out on the field, deployed somewhere. Freeze-dried foods. So they come in these packets, and you open up, and it's got like, you just add water to rehydrate your food, and you can buy similar things like astronaut ice cream, or for hikers and campers, there's Mountain House. They make those freeze-dried foods. So they're basically the same concept, but they'll have coffee mix in there, drink mix, and then they have all kinds of really tasty foods, a lot more available than what they ever used to. MREs. So So if you're out deployed somewhere, you get your food rations in these packets. Some of them are pretty tasty these days. All right, I'm gonna head to, that's gonna be the end of the fire coverage. The smoke seems to be clearing out. That's a good thing. The smoke went all the way over to San Bernardino. Look, it looks clear up ahead. I'm gonna head over to, I'll keep the live stream going. I'm gonna head over towards Papa John's Pizza. I'm gonna pick up a pizza, go home, and I'm gonna watch All Elite Wrestling, All Out, their latest pay-per-view. Haven't watched it yet. I've got some beer in the fridge, but I'll keep the live stream going. We're gonna go order a pizza. Oh, those are the names of the big trucks. I wonder what it stands for. Military Response. Probably some kind of... Not a whole lot to see as far as... We saw a few flames that were relatively close, but the hills obstruct the view, and I can't get... They got the roads closed, so I can't get up into the hills too close to it. But still enough to be concerned about. And just off to the right here are the hills. By the way, that's where I would turn right to go to the casino right there. This is Victoria. Yeah, I'll keep the live stream going for a little while. So I would say an improvement overall. There's a slight improvement to the Highland area with the residents, but still be alert. There's still fires all in the hills right there. You're just making that up. So when we drove, the wind, I guess, is dying down. When we drove, oh, I do see fire off to the right, though. Is that new? I do see new smoke plumes off in the distance on the right. Is that a new fire? Okay, I think I want to get on the freeway up here. So a lot of times they have these taco tents set up on the sidewalk up here. Street vendors, you know. I never buy those because I always think to myself, and I hate it when they do that, by the way, because traffic stops and blocks traffic to buy taco. It looks like they cleared them out. They're not here anymore. I always think to myself, what if I get food poisoning and have to go to the hospital? Who do I sue? Juanita? How much money does Juanita have? Does she have insurance? I'll bet you they don't even have, you know, do they have food handlers cards and all this stuff? I mean, I'm all for entrepreneurship and making money, but do they have insurance, you know? You didn't make that up? Mine resistant, ambush protected. Is that what it really stands for? Yeah, I used to, I've bought a couple of those. I used to go down to downtown LA, and I used to buy those bacon wrapped hot dogs. They're don't get me wrong, they're delicious. Some of the best food you can get are the street vendors. If by all means, go for it. It helps these people make a living. They're hard workers out here. If you don't mind, I just think about, if the worst happens, you're kind of screwed as far as insurance and things. They're probably not insured, these street vendors. Oh, there's an accident or something here. If you get in a fender bender, folks, don't just stop in the middle of the road. Pull over into a parking lot. They stop in the middle of the road and get out of their car. You're going to get hit by other cars. You're going to cause more crashes. Pull over to a parking lot. It's a fender bender. Especially on the freeway. I saw a recent article recently where somebody got killed because he got in a fender bender on the freeway. So they stop on the freeway and get out of their cars. Don't stop. Take the next exit and get off the freeway and go to a gas station or a parking lot. You're just making things way more dangerous than what they need to be. So see all the smoke up ahead? I don't know if that's new fire up here. Oh, you know what? I think that's that fire up by Claremont that's blowing up over there. I think that's, what do they call that? The bridge fire? I think that's what that smoke is up there. Just to put in context, that's probably at least 30 miles from here. And you can see the smoke. "30 to 40 miles. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I'm just still concerned about the fires. It was really smoky. This whole area where I'm driving now is covered in smoke. Just announced when I started the stream an hour or two ago, and now it's clearing out. So the winds it's not nearly as windy as they said it was going to be. At least not here. I don't know how it is in the mountains, but just keeping an eye on these fires. Not going too far from home, just in case things. Oh, I almost exited there, and I'm trying to go to Papa John's. But just in case things turn worse, because I do not live too far from these fires. Other than that, doing good today. I went down and checked out. I'll read those other chats in a second. I went down and checked out at the beginning of the stream. We went down to that structure fire and saw the just completely burned to the ground. Very sad to see. It looks like there was a homeless encampment on that property, and quite possibly that was the cause of the fire, unfortunately. Just from my unprofessional opinion. But there was some homeless stuff there, like blankets and a cooler and a shopping cart right in front of that property. So it looks like it could have been a homeless encampment. And I kind of ranted on them yesterday, and that's exactly why. They're destroying our cities, they're destroying our communities, and and shame on the cities and the governments for not doing nearly enough to prevent things from like that from happening. And more services need to be offered. Rehab facilities, mental health facilities, and if necessary, we need to build more prisons. They release a lot of these criminals, non-violent criminals, and they come out and they do all this kind of stuff. Why do they do that? Because there's not enough prison space. Well, then build more. We need to build more prisons, in my opinion, for the criminals. I'm not saying throw all the homeless people in prison, but some of them do belong in prison. But a lot of them need rehab, help with rehab and job placement programs, and there's not enough of that to go around. Some of them need permanent housing. Some of them need temporary housing. And they take a lot of tax money to do these things, and who knows where the money goes. It doesn't go to the homeless programs that they're supposed to go to. Who knows where they go? Billions and billions of dollars just disappear. That are supposed to go to homeless people. So but my solution is not to give everybody free housing. Some of them do need free housing, permanent free housing. Those that are not able to take care of themselves with mental problems, and they just can't take care of themselves. But some of them are just, don't want to be part of society and don't want to be responsible. And those people, should not be given permanent free housing. In my opinion, this is all my opinion. But yeah, the reason I talk about that now is because that structure, that's just an example of what I'm talking about. That church burned to the ground. It's a pile of rubble. A bunch of homes nearly burned down right next to it. And because of some homeless person. They shouldn't be just left out on the streets in tents and things, baking in this hot weather. And, what is this truck doing? Going 20 miles an hour on the freeway. What the hell is he doing? I'm trying to take this exit here, but this truck is coming to a stop. Let's see if I can get around it. Oh, there's traffic here. Shoot, and I just got out of the lane. I didn't see that there was traffic in front of him. I could have stayed in that lane. Let's stay in this lane here. So you can see the hills, they go along this freeway, the 210 freeway here. And all of this could easily catch fire, and there's all kinds of houses and shopping centers. This is a big matchstick just waiting to go up in flames, Wow, there's a lot of traffic here today. Well, it's 5:30, that's why. Everyone just got out of work. Follow the money. That Walmart wasn't opened by accident. The money makes the decisions. Yeah, unfortunately, just my opinion, but when you're in an evacuation ordered area, you shouldn't be allowed to be open for business because you're putting your employees in danger, and your customers, by the way. You're supposed to be leaving the area because it's they order an evacuation because there's an immediate threat to life, and you're making your employees work there. That's, shouldn't be doing that. That truck saving gas, maybe. Well, he's in traffic. I didn't see the traffic in front of him. I thought he was just slowing down for no reason. Halloween market night, October 19th. I'm in San Bernardino. This is University, up by the University Avenue. And this is the Papa John's I like to go to. Amazon workers are getting paid time off to evacuate. That's good for Amazon. Good for them. Because they're known to not treat their employees very well. So thumbs up if that's the case. It jumped Crest Highway. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's always some kind of lawsuit against Amazon about the way they treat their workers and the low pay and everything. Especially the warehouse workers. Okay. Well, maybe I can park. Usually I like to park away from other cars, but I'll pull up here just because there's shade. What is this guy doing? Just walk right in front of an oncoming car. Real smart, dude. Door dasher. Okay, let me check up on these. Highway 2 will be fully closed. Oh, wow. Yeah, distances. I mean, if you follow the 210, I'm in San Bernardino over to where that fire is. It's a straight shot on the 210, and it's at least 30 miles from here. But in mountainous areas, keep in mind that if you're driving somewhere and it's a curvy, windy road up through the mountains, and it's like a 20-mile drive through the curvy road, that doesn't mean it's 20 miles away from you. Like, as the crow flies, it's a lot closer. Like Big Bear, if I was to say how close is Big Bear from here, well, it's so many miles. Driving, it might be that many miles, but it's actually not far from here as the crow flies. It's actually kind of close, but it takes a while to get there in your car. So if look at a map, look at the look at where your location is compared to the fire, because the fire isn't going to follow a road. It's just going to burn through the mountains. All right, I'm going to keep this live stream going. I'm going to try to use my app to order the pizza. But if it kills the app, kills the stream, then thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. And again, thank you to all the firefighters out there. And I want to keep chatting with you guys if it doesn't kill my app, my live stream. So let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to jump on my app and see if I can order a pizza while I'm live streaming. Let's see if this works. If not, thanks for watching, everybody. All right, let's see what happens. I'm still live. All right. Let's see what happens. I see a lot of people left, but it's still going. So pizza will be ready at 5:58. I ordered a extra large, the works. That's what I usually get. And at home I bought my own Parmesan cheese, so I can put a ton of cheese all over it. And 2-liter Pepsi, and I have beer at home. So pizza's ordered. It's going to be ready at 5:58. Well, between 5:48 and 5:58. So we'll give them till 5:58. You figured it would pause and not end. So what happened? Did it pause? Could you hear could you hear me talking? What did you see on your screen? Was there any video or audio while I was ordering my pizza? So you had like a loading circle with no audio? Okay. Most of my audience left during that. We saw all the interesting stuff anyway today, so. Oh, 33 viewers back. All right. So if you're just tuning in, we drove around today. We got up and there was a structure fire yesterday from a church burned down to the ground. So we went over there and saw the damage of that. It's just a pile of rubble now. So sad to see that. So we saw that, and then we drove over down 3rd Street. Somebody recommended to do that. Great views of the fire from 3rd Street, down by the airport and the Amazon facility. Then drove up, tried to get back up into the Highland area. Couldn't see much from there. I think 3rd Street was the best views today, down by the airport. Saw a few flames here and there, but most of the fire is behind the ridge line now. So couldn't see a lot of it, but there are a lot of flare-ups right around Highland still. So keeping an eye on that. I forget how many thousands of people they've deployed now. Over 2,000 personnel, I think, from, all over the world. They brought in a firefighting aircraft from Australia, as well as many other states. Those double rotor helicopters, I call them egg beaters. I rode in one once when I was in the military, those egg beaters. And they're dropping water and new evacuation area, but I didn't see anybody evacuating. The businesses are even still open and the roads are still open and stuff over by the shopping center, the Walmart. But they still have Highland there, National Guards deployed. We saw a few of those guys. The National Guard are out there. And so they did reopen a lot of the residential areas. Streets are still closed to most traffic unless you're a resident, but they've downgraded a lot of the residential areas to a warning now instead of an evacuation order. So a lot of the residents are returning there, but keep alert because there's still fires very close by to a lot of those residential areas. And that's the news from today. I was in the military, yes, way back. I went to JROTC Marine Corps based school in Texas. After that, I went into the Air Force Academy. Absolutely hated it. I was in there for almost a year, about a year, and then left with honorable discharge. So I'm a veteran. Didn't like it, but I enjoyed my time. I more associate with the Marine Corps than the Air Force, even though it was JROTC, wasn't active duty, but it was a 4-year military academy. I lived in barracks and the whole 9 yards in Texas. So it was just like being in the military, except you can't be deployed anywhere, but we did all the same training and everything. And but that was in my year in the Air Force was in 1994 to 1995. I got out in 95. But during basic training and stuff, you do a lot of the, a lot of the infantry training, the basic training stuff. So one of the training days, we got to go up in one of those helicopters. That was cool. The C-130s are out. They said for a lot of those aircraft, it just depends on visibility with the smoke. They're expecting high winds today. At least here, it's not nearly as windy as I was expecting it to be. It could be a different story up in those mountains, but down here, not very windy at all, really. Earlier, a lot of that smoke was all the way over here, and a lot of it's cleared out back towards the mountains, so hopefully that means it's not as windy as they were expecting. But yeah, they did deploy, 2 C-130s, I think? And those are huge cargo aircraft, and they're loaded up with water, dropping water. I think there's 2 of them out there, plus all those helicopters. So there's several. And I don't know what type of aircraft it is, but there's a big. It's the world's largest firefighting aircraft from Australia. They flew in from Australia to battle this. Yeah, I've seen them going in and out of San Bernardino Airport, yeah. I'm not sure where they're getting their water from. So I can see them taking off and landing. That's right down the street here. We drove right past it down 3rd Street earlier. Yeah, they sent an aircraft from Australia. Isn't that something? I don't remember the type of it, but it's the world's largest firefighting aircraft. And I think they loaded up with that chemical. The retardant, the fire retardant. Really interesting paint job on it too. It's underneath it's orange, but on the side is white, and they've got all kinds of interesting lettering on it and stuff. It's a 747. Wow. So I think I may have seen it flying around it was off in the distance, so I couldn't see what type of aircraft it was, but I think they're flying out of San Bernardino. I saw it flying around out there. All right, 10 more minutes. My pizza should be ready. Could be ready now, but I'm going to give them the extra 10 minutes. 747. That is a gigantic aircraft. Not too many 747s left out there. That's interesting. They're using one to fight fires. Wow. Most of the one, I think there may be one left that's a passenger, but most of the ones left are for cargo, but they're phasing them all out, the 747s. So there's not too many of those left. I've always wanted to fly in one, never have. Never got to fly in a 7.4. $737, someone's saying. That sounds more right. I've never heard of a 747 that's a firefighting aircraft. There's passenger and cargo. And then there's this, what do they call them? Superliners, the cargo ones where they've extended the top. You know how it has that bulb on the top and then it tapers down? Or they extend the top of it. They call it a super, I forget what they call it. It's for extra large cargo. I've never heard of that. That's unbelievable. I want to see it. Yeah, the orange and white one from Australia. It's a neat looking aircraft. It's neat. I like it. Where are the fires in SoCal? Near LA, yes. There's one near Claremont. You live near Walt Disney World in... That doesn't mean Walt Disney World. What does WDW mean? I associate it with Walt Disney World. There's one near Claremont. I think that one's called the Bridge Fire. There's one in Orange County near Trabuco Canyon. That one's called the Airport Fire. And those are both also becoming very big fires, just like the Line Fire. Line Fire starts in Highland and goes back into the mountains towards Running Springs, Big Bear, and Arrowhead, and all the surrounding communities are all affected. Yeah, WDW, that's what I think. Walt Disney World. It sounds like he's talking about a community in near Los Angeles, so I'm not sure what he's... You are saying you're in Walt Disney World, Florida. Okay. KCAL News talked with the crew and said 737. So I'm hoping they get the fires under control around this Highland area so they can lift these evacuation warnings, because that affects me. That's what I'm concerned about the most. San Bernardino fire, the I don't know how to say it, Trabuco Canyon, is that now headed towards Riverside? Really? That's not good. I know people that have own a house out there. And the Bridge Fire, which is in the Angeles National Forest, yeah. The Angeles National Forest, that's a big forest too, but that extends past the, what do they call the pass, where you go, if you're going north towards San Francisco and you go over the mountains right there and then drop down into Bakersfield. That's all Angeles National Forest, that whole mountain range there. Yeah, the brush fires. Every few years we get these in Southern California. You looked it up, the plane from Australia using as a 737. However, the 74 planes did exist but are retired. I would like to see those. That must have been something to see. 747, wow. I wonder what the capacity is on the 737s versus the 747s. How much water could they each carry? And Casualty, one of my favorite aircraft, I was kind of following along, and it flew in here to LA one time. But that, it's a Russian airplane, and it had 6 engines. But it was a casualty of the Ukraine war and was destroyed by Russia. The Antonov is the world's largest airplane. An Antonov something or other. And that was something to see. If you can look it up on YouTube, it's something to see. But it flew into LA one time, and I never got to see it in person. But I would follow it on Flight Tracker to see where it would fly all around the world. This giant aircraft in Antonov. That's something to see. It would just dwarf any other aircraft out there. All the mountain ranges are burning except San Jacinto. Yeah, all the counties I know of that are on fire. San Bernardino County, LA County, Orange County, San Diego County, and headed towards Riverside County. All on fire. Well, they didn't wait too long. It started on Thursday. By Friday, they were calling in additional resources, and they just weren't able to get on top of it fast enough. And it takes time to get people. They're coming from out of state, and to get resources from other states and things, they have to declare the emergency. So the governor declared the emergency on Saturday, I think. And they were already getting resources from other states, but it takes them all time to deploy, fly out here. The guys from Australia came out here pretty quickly, but it takes time to do all that. And so they did it as quickly as they could. But the fire just grew so fast exponentially that, it takes time. So they're doing everything they can. The 7.4 held up to 20,000 gallon. Oh wow, only 4,000 versus 20,000. They should bring the 7.4 back. Wow. Did Lake Elsinore have a big fire? I think so. That sounds familiar. I'm not sure. I think they had a fire recently. That's a nice area out there, Lake Elsinore. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere, though. Still 100 degrees out here. In the shade, by the way. I'm parked in the shade right now. It's still 100. Looking forward to this cooler weather that's coming in. Starting tomorrow. It's going to be a cooling trend for the next week. All right, my pizza should be ready. Let's go get the pizza. Let's see if that guy remembers me. He says every time I go in, he goes, Jack Watterson. And it reminds me of a movie with Eddie Murphy where he's running for office, but there's this white guy who was the president before him, and I don't remember the movie, but I don't know if he died or he just wasn't running for office or something happened. His name was Jeff Johnson. And so Eddie Murphy's character's name is Jeff Johnson. So he decides to run for office, but he wants them to think it's the white Jeff Johnson, and he's black, So he doesn't appear on camera, and he does this announce voice. He goes, Jeff Johnson, the man you know, the name you trust. Vote for Jeff Johnson, So I walk into there, he goes, Jack Watterson. I go, Jeff Johnson. Yeah, I'm looking for it. I just can't stand these hot summers. So let's see if that guy's in here where he says, Jack Watterson. The name you know. The man you trust. Travel Jack. John's. My favorite pizza ever is Papa Murphy's. It's called. It's a take and bake pizza place. They don't have them here in LA. I'm like, come on, where's my Papa Murphy's? There he is. The name you know. The man you trust.
How's it going, man?
I told you about that movie, yeah?
Huh?
I told you about that movie, yeah?
Movie?
So it's Eddie Murphy. So he's going to run for president, right? And
That would explain more.
but the president before him was white, and his name was Jeff Johnson. And I don't remember, he died or something happened where so Eddie Murphy's character's name is Jeff Johnson. So he's running for president but doesn't want to show his face on camera. So he thinks it's the white guy, and he does this announcer voice, Jeff Johnson. The name you know. The man you trust.
I'm gonna start doing that every time you come in now.
Jeff Johnson. So every time you do that, it reminds me. I forget the name of the movie, but it's Eddie Murphy. Oh, they got the seasonings today. You don't always put these out, but this is really good stuff. Yeah, it should be ready.
Para la que la había Butterson, I'm not seeing your name on here.
Uh-oh. Let me see.
Just see if it got sent to this store. Because sometimes it does go to the Highland store.
Be right back, you guys. Oh, man. All right, you're going to go for a car ride with me. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. So I ordered the pizza to, I don't know why I did that. It sent it to, gotta drive all the way to Redlands. God, look at these idiots. They don't let you back out. There we go. Okay. All right. I ordered a pizza once from that location because I was in Redlands. And I didn't check the location on the app. But the last time I ordered a pizza was this one.
In a quarter of a mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left to I-215 South.
So I think it's about 20 minutes. Oh man. Waste of gas. It's not too far, but I didn't check the location and it sent it to the other one. But I got my seasonings. So evacuation orders north of San Diego County, Riverside County line, south of Glen Ivy Road. The airport fire is growing so fast west of Red Cloud Road, Bosley Lane, east of North Mandivide Road. Anyway, we should get more views of some smoke on the way to Redlands.
Turn left to I-215 South.
Welcome, viewers. So you can be with me a little bit longer now. I ordered a pizza, but went to the wrong location to pick it up. So now I have to go. It's going to be all old now when I get it. You can see this up ahead. That's smoke in the sky. We're heading back under it. I'm not sure how long the drive.
Continue straight for 6 minutes to I-10 East toward Redlands, Indio.
Hopefully not too long. Look at this guy's gonna. Jeez. Now I might get stuck right in the middle of traffic and everything. So this goes right back past Highland, this freeway, so we'll be going right past all the smoke again. Should be quicker though, because we're on the freeway here. Oh yeah. Oh, it looks like the wind is blowing over there in the mountains. It's not bad here, but I see the smoke going literally sideways over there in the mountains. I see smoke right in front of me. Is that from a truck or is that another fire? Oh, there's a train going past. It's a locomotive. Looks like it could be pretty windy up in the mountains over there. Oh, there's that aircraft we were just talking about from Australia. I can't mess with my phone too much, but it's up in the sky on the left. That's the Australian plane, the 737. There it is. A very unique paint job on it. Wonder how they load up the water on that. That's fine. When I get the pizza, I take it home. I turn on my oven onto low, just to keep it warm, and it's fine. I can warm it up. Looks like doomsday. Yeah, it's better than it was earlier, but still a lot of smoke out here. Oh, big fire on the right. They scoop it up from a lake. Well, I don't know about a 737. And I seen him landing at San Bernardino Airport, so I guess he loads up somehow at the airport. They must have some kind of water line or something. But I've seen some aircraft can scoop it up from a lake, yeah. But I don't think, maybe they can, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. But helicopters definitely do it that way. So I'm headed, I'm in San Bernardino. There goes that aircraft. Wow. I'm in San Bernardino. I ordered a pizza. I thought I ordered it in San Bernardino. And turns out I ordered it at the wrong location. It's in Redlands. So I'm on the 210 heading towards Redlands, but we're going to go right past Highland, past all this smoke again, and just on my left you can see these firefighting aircraft doing their runs. But we're headed to Papa John's is where I'm headed, in Redlands. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I usually double check, but I did order a pizza a while ago from the Redlands location, and I used that mobile app. That's probably, I usually order on my PC, that's what happened. I used the mobile app and I didn't change the location. I didn't double check it. So I sent it to this other location.
In 1 mile. Use the second or third lane from the right to exit right to I-10 East toward Redlands, Indio. Then stay to the left.
Okay, get over one to the right here. At least I'm not in a hurry to get the pizza. It's just an inconvenience.
Exit right. Then use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left to I-10 East toward Redlands, Indio. Use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left to I-10 Indio.
You can see that smoke billowing up from straight ahead. Make a left turn here. We're going to hit traffic. gotten a little cough over the last few days because all this stuff in the air, all the smoke. Boy, you can see the mountains up here ahead on the left. If you can see through those cars there, that's all on fire over there. I'm not sure what my exit's supposed to be here.
Estimated time in traffic, 7 minutes.
Yay!
Continue straight for 8 minutes to exit 77C, Tennessee Street.
Okay, there's a Tennessee exit. How embarrassing. I went in there to pick up the pizza and they're like, oh, we don't see a pizza for you here. Well, let me see what's going on. Does that come through on camera on the left? There's a lot of smoke and fire over there. Oh, that's funny. Forgot to change your address on the other side of the country. What does it say? You let the delivery guy have it? That was nice of you. I guess it gets thrown. He probably would have eaten it anyway. He'd probably just gonna get thrown out. I look up above. Can you see the plane? That's not the 737, but that is a plane anyway. Look at that smoke up there. Wow. Oh, by the way, I forgot. My travel video went up at 6 o'clock. So go check that one out after you're done watching this one. It's climbed up the bell tower in Florence, Italy. Giant bell tower. And at the top there's spectacular views of Florence. So that went live at 6 o'clock. So go check that one out. Would be a bad drive if it wasn't for all this traffic here. Someone said On Scene TV shouted me out. That's one of the stringers. If you don't know who that is, they drive around with cameras and get a lot of the videos for the news outlets. So when there's fires or a car crash or a shooting or something, there are a lot of the times they're the first ones on scene. And one of them is called On Scene TV. And anyway, I guess one of my live streams was performing pretty well, and I got shouted out. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find. There's several channels that do that on YouTube, and I was like, well, maybe he shouted me out on TikTok or Facebook or X. I don't know, but I was looking through the YouTube channels and I couldn't find it. This far
in
down?
1 mile.
Oh, here we go.
Exit right to exit 77C, Tennessee Street. Just starting to think if I went too far. Oh, Big Bear Lake, second right. Let's go there. Oh, let's not go there. Pretty good view of this smoke off to the left off the 10 freeway. Exit right to exit 77C, Tennessee Street.
Okay, where to next?
In 900 feet, turn right on Tennessee Street.
Turn right.
Turn right on Tennessee Street.
You can really see a lot of the smoke from here. Wind is crazy now, really picked up about an hour ago. Where are you located? It's calm here. I'm in Redlands right here, and there's no wind. But I know in the mountains it looks pretty crazy. A lot of that smoke looks like it's going sideways up in the mountains, so it's a different story. You're in Crestline, yeah.
In 600 feet, turn left on West Colton Avenue.
Everything is orange. Yeah, well, it's very menacing when you're underneath.
Turn left on West Colton Avenue.
When you're close to a fire and everything's just glowing.
You've arrived. Destination is on your right.
I just drove right past it. Drove right past it. I've stayed a few Motel 6s in my life. Nicest Motel 6 I've ever stayed in? Houston, Texas. What a surprise that was. It was a high rise and it was really nice. I was shocked because I'm like, Motel 6? A nice place? Yeah, in Houston, Texas. It had hardwood floors. It was I was surprised. It was really nice. A lot of them are not nice places. Okay, can I turn left here? Okay. Now, what reason will this place have to not have my pizza? What? Oh, we waited for you and we threw your pizza out. We thought you weren't coming. All right. Sometimes I do this, I go, stupid. All right. Went to the wrong place. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are busy today, huh?
Thank you so much.
Very
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
How are you?
How can I help you?
Picking up for Jack Watterson. I ordered and I went to the wrong one. I went to
Oh no.
University in San Bernardino.
Oh shoot.
And like,
What's your receipt?
no, that's okay. They're like, we don't see your order.
Oh no. And there you go.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Have a good day, okay?
Okay, got it. Okay. So everyone that tuned out, they're missing out on all this pizza drama. Yeah. Most people Most people turn the stream off. Getting all alerts, Wrightwood area. And over here they're evacuating half of Big Bear. All of Big Bear is under evacuation warning. Did they update it to an evacuation order in Big Bear? I know all of Big Bear has an evacuation warning this morning. So maybe they... Hey Google! Does it work on live streaming? Hey Google! Apparently not. Let's try it now. Hey Google! Hey Google! Trying to get Waze. Okay. I think I got Waze set up. Just trying to do my voice commands. It doesn't work while I'm live streaming. So we want to go 10 west. Hopefully that's on the right here. It's left. Left turn. Left turn, Clyde. All right. Trying to get my navigation set up. I don't know that it's working, but we're gonna be, when I get home, we'll be wrapping up this live stream. You got to see some pizza drama. This was the freeway. I guess it goes straight onto the freeway, yeah?
Take exit 72, I-215 north towards San Bernardino, Barstow.
Well, there's a firefighter aircraft. It should be coming into frame any second if it's not already. Right in front of, yeah. Do you see it? That might be that Australian plane. Oh, come on, guys. Wow, look at all that smoke. What a hassle having to drive all the way out here to get my pizza. That's annoying. My own fault, though. It's my own fault. That's what happens when I'm trying to live stream at the same time as order a pizza. I don't order it at the right place. I was too worried about my live stream.
In 1 mile, use the right lane to exit right 2 exit 72, I-215 north towards San Bernardino, Barstow. Then stay to the right.
Hopefully that's fast. There's Waterman. I could exit here and just go right up Waterman. Waze is supposed to know which way is faster, but sometimes it's not always right. Tomorrow I'll probably won't do a fire live stream tomorrow, just because I don't think there's going to be a whole lot to see after today. It's burning up into the mountains towards Big Bear now. There's still some flare-ups around here to keep an eye on, but I don't know that there's a whole lot to live stream about after today.
Exit right. Then use the right 2 lanes to stay to the right 2 exit 72, I-215 north towards San Bernardino, Barstow. Use the right 2 lanes to stay to the right 2 exit 72, I-215 north towards San Bernardino, Barstow.
So if you're thinking to yourself, where's all the smoke? Watch. Oh, there it is.
In 3.7 miles, take exit 45, State Route 210 east toward Highland.
Look at all the flags. Do I have an international audience? Thanks for the well wishes. After bad luck comes good fortune. Well, I need some of that. Look at all the nice emojis. Thank you for that. So yeah, tomorrow probably won't do a live stream unless there's something happens. But well, not for a fire, but I might do some gaming live streams. Stay tuned. I've been wanting to do that. I am working on my XFL channel. I'm getting some more games edited, put together for that. If you're a football fan, I have another channel. It's called the XFL Project. And what I'm doing right now is I'm taking all the footage from the games from the 2001 season, the original XFL from 2001. And a lot of it's bad VHS copies of the games. I'm trying to restore those and edit them together best I can, and a lot of them aren't even complete games, so or there's bits and pieces here and there, so I'm putting it all together and getting as much of the complete season as I can edited it and for preservation. Look at that homeless person on the freeway. But to preserve the games. So I'm improving the audio quality of them, and I'm getting it all edited and put together. So I'm working on week 7. The XFL is a 10-week season plus the playoff games and then the championship game. And I'm on week 7. So I'm working on that. So I'll get a couple of those videos up on the channel's called the XFL Project. After the 2001 season's done, I'm going to upload the half of the season from 2020 because COVID shut everything down, and then the full season from 2023, and then they combined with the USFL this year to create the United Football League, the UFL, and I've got all of those games also, so I'm going to be uploading all of that content over time on the XFL Project. So if you like the XFL and spring football, head on over there and check it out. But working on week 7 of the original XFL 2001. So I'll be working on that today, and then I'll...
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to exit right.
Probably tomorrow I'll jump on and do some gaming live streams. So stay tuned for that. Playing a game called Amnesia. Is it Reborn or Rebirth? Something like that.
Exit right 2, exit 45, State Route 210 East toward Highland.
And as you can see, we're getting up close to these mountains. That's where I live, so that's why I'm keeping a close eye on what's going on with these fires. Because I live right down the street in Highland where they're evacuating. I live just a few blocks down from that, a mile or 2. So.
In 1,000 feet, exit right.
Oh. Exit here on Highland.
Exit right 2, exit 18, Highland Avenue. In 900 feet, turn right on West Highland Avenue.
So right down the street here is
turn right on West Highland Avenue.
Where everything's being evacuated. Seems like it's improving, but there's still fires out there, which flared up today. And it's enough to, as you can see right in front of us here. You can see. They were busy in both of those Papa Johns.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on North Sierra Way.
A lot of people go. I wonder if it's because I read that air quality alert, which goes until 11 o'clock tonight, but they're advising people not to stay inside because of the air quality, and not to do things like cook inside, because you're going to make it smoke. It's already smoky, and it would not be good for your health to cook, especially like pan fry at home. So I wonder if a lot of people are ordering pizza because of that. Yep, that is the line fire just in front of me here, and I live right up here, so you can see this from my parking area. There's E Street. We're going to pass F Street where that structure fire was yesterday, and this bus is blocking the lane here. Poor city planning when they don't make bus stops. Thank you for that. I should be okay where I'm at, but as you can see, I live right down here, and you can see this giant fire. We're just right in front of. Right in front of where I live. So. And this is Highland. This is just down the street where they have everything evacuated in Highland. Yeah, yesterday when I closed my live stream, oh wow, things are looking a lot better. Maybe they're going to lift those evacuation orders. And then look at it today.
In 1,000 feet, turn right. I'm going to switch this around so you don't see where I live exactly, but I live in Turn
this.
right on North Sierra Way.
I live very close to here, and you can see that fire is right there in the mountains, but close enough where they're evacuating right down the street here. So keeping a very close eye on that, and can't wait till this is all over because it's very stressful.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left on East 18th Street.
And but everything should be okay here, unless you never know. But hopefully everyone out there staying safe, especially the firefighters. And
turn left on East 18th Street. Then turn right on North Sepulveda Avenue.
It's a different way than I usually go. By the way, right around here, if you don't know, not a great part of town. It's in the ghetto, but right down the street from where I live is the Route 66, part of the Route 66, but the original site of the very first McDonald's, right down the street here. And it's now a museum. It's a McDonald's museum. It's free to go in, and you can leave a donation too, but the very first lost connection for a second. The very first McDonald's was right down the street over here in San Bernardino, and it's no longer operating. It's a museum.
Turn left on East 17th Street.
It's a museum now. But a little interesting fact, and it's right along Route 66, which stretches from Santa Monica all the way to Chicago. The famous Route 66. So here's where I live. I'm I'm going to show you what it looks like because holy molies. This is where I live. I'm going to show you. There's the fire. And that is quite disconcerting. Look it up. To see right out in front of your home like that. So that's why I leave out of here every day and just drive around and get a grasp of what's going on, and not to mention that structure fire just down the street over there yesterday.
You've arrived at your destination.
Can't forget my seasons. The Great Pizza Quest. So I'm going to wrap up out here because I want to show you the view from my parking area. And wow, this is my parking area here. It's all flared up all again. This is what it looked like on the first day. So that is not far from here at all. It looked like, and then stream, as you can see there. I'll be keeping a close eye on that tonight. Fingers crossed that they get that under control very soon. Those look like whitish smoke, so maybe they're getting that out. But lots of planes dropping water and stuff, so people screaming over there. So we're going to wrap up this video. Go check out my video that published today from Florence, Italy, climbing up the bell tower in Florence. And stay tuned. We might do another a gaming live stream tomorrow. We'll see what develops here. If we do another fire live stream tomorrow, probably not. But bad internet. Well, we're wrapping it up. So thanks for watching, everybody. As always, get out there, explore your world, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, everybody.